So I'm not gonna lie when I say that I wasn't a good kid back when I used to go to regular school. I've always gotten myself into trouble with shit, and when I'm not doing anything, somehow I get caught into something that I wasn't even a part of to begin with. And it's what led to my dad taking me out of school, and thus I ended up homeschooled, and then I'm in online school, and here I am a few years later. But my dad told some people that my mom took me out even when he was the one who did it and just made up some bullshit or whatever. So in this story time, I'm going to skip some other incidents that happened at my old school and just talk about my first time fighting someone in the first grade. Yes, fucking first grade. And I know someone is going to comment and be like, Xabe, why do you always get yourself into trouble and drama all the time? Well, sometimes these problems find me for some reason, even when I try not to start anything. But anyway, if you guys enjoy this video, smash that like button and let's jump right into this right now. So this took place years ago, and my dad was just taking me to school. I didn't make any friends in first grade since I caused a lot of trouble there, and it was kind of hard to make any friends since everyone disliked my ass to begin with. But there was this one kid that I did not like, and I'm going to call this person Josh. He would have a temper on him that when he is provoked or attacked, he will defend himself no matter what. His twin brother, however, wouldn't do anything but would get mad when someone was messing with him. And what I'm going to tell you is that something happened during this fine day between me and Josh. Well, not just this day, but another day where I almost had my brains knocked out or could have had a concussion from it. So my dad drops me off at school and I rush over to it since it was recess and everyone else was just playing around and enjoying their day. As I was walking over to the slide, I happened to see Josh and he looks at me and we just gave each other the dirtiest looks of pure disgust because he knew I was a bit of a troubled child and he just really didn't like me. And neither did I. And I just walked away annoyed because I didn't want to even speak to this guy, otherwise it would just go way worse. Few hours go by and the bell rang the second time where it was recess again and everyone was outside. And I was just at the swing set, just walking around looking to see who to play with. But I just happened to see Josh and some other people were basically fighting for some reason. So I walked over to where the fight was happening. And I could see that Josh was fighting with another student and he was getting the upper hand. And when I saw this, I don't know why, but when Josh almost ran into me, I just pushed him out of the way and he fell to the ground because I really did not like him. And I just wanted to just do it anyway. And the reason I did is because, like I said, me and Josh don't like each other. So I know someone is going to comment and be like, Xavier, really? Why did you do that? That was really mean of you. Well, I hate the guy and he ran into me. So I was going to be like, watch where you're fucking going. So I cannot control myself. He suddenly then looked at me. And as soon as he saw me, his face just turned to a smirk. I didn't care about the smirk. All I cared about was that I wanted to fight this guy because I've been wanting to for a long time and I know he wanted to. So he grabbed my arms and I did the same thing and we was just pushing each other back. He wasn't trying to hit me or anything and I was confused at first, but that's when I realized that this motherfucker was pushing me towards the swing set where people were already on it. And by the time I realized it, it was already too late because I felt something hit me hard on the head and I just fell flat on my face to the ground. He still had that smirk on his face, but then he just left me there as I was getting up. And if you're going to ask, no, I didn't get a concussion or my head was bleeding. Thank God. And for some reason, none of the teachers came over to stop this since none of them were even paying attention to it. Or if they were, they would have stopped it or probably were just ignoring everything. I don't know why. So the next few days go by with me getting into trouble and sometimes not. And I shit you not, on this very day is something I will never forget and it really scared me. I was in class as the teacher was talking about something we had to do. And me, I had to go to the bathroom to take a piss because I was holding it in since I didn't go to the bathroom when I back at home because I was just holding it in and I don't know why. So I raised my hand and I asked to go to the bathroom and she just got annoyed by what I said and said, fine, you can go. And the first thing on my mind was like, okay, so this teacher still hates my guts, whatever. I got up from the chair and proceeded to the bathroom. And as soon as I entered the room, I saw someone which scared me. And then I screamed. And then the kid turned around to see me, and can you guess who it was? It was Josh. And right at that moment, my face just turned to pure disgust and anger, because I was still pissed off at Josh for what he did a few days ago, where he could have almost killed me if I got hit in the head by a swing any harder. He looked at me with a confused look before realizing why I was angry at him and just went to the sink to wash his hands. And before I knew it, I just rushed over to him and said, "You almost got me killed." And that was the only thing I said. And honestly, it was my fault for starting the fight in the first place, because my dumbass self decided to push him on the ground for no fucking reason. So he said, "Well, you deserved it." And at that moment, I just lost it. All I did was blow in his face. I didn't hit him or anything, just blew in his face. And before I could walk away, he grabbed me and pinned me to the wall, where he started blowing in my face as well, just to get back at me. And I was thinking, nah, maybe this isn't the time to like fight him or anything. And out of nowhere, he grabs me by the throat and lifts me up into the air, choking me hard. This motherfucker was like the Incredible Hulk, cause when he grabbed me and lifted me in the air, I just got scared and tried to make him let go. And he gives me this evil smirk on his face where I realized he was going to finally kill me. And at that point, I was freaking out and I was like, yep, I'm fucked up and I'm going to die. But then he releases me and just walks out the door. And I was relieved that he didn't kill me, and at the same time, I was thinking I dodged a bullet this time. After that experience, I just stopped trying to get revenge on Josh because I didn't want him to turn into a killer and my face would be all over the newspaper saying I was killed by an unknown child. And if you're gonna ask, no, I didn't tell my mom, my dad, or anyone else about this. I just kept this hidden for a while. And yeah, that's basically it about this time, my first time fighting in first grade. And the moral of this story is don't start fights with anyone you don't know at school, because you don't know what they're capable of, or they're like the Incredible Hulk. And before I end off this video, guys, if you're wondering why my voice sounds different, it's because I got a new microphone. So you're going to be hearing my other videos sound much more better, especially my commentaries. And I also want you to subscribe to this other person who's also a storytime YouTuber, and he's called Martin the Ice King. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel, especially the link to my Instagram post to that new microphone I got. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this story, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, leave your stories in the comments down below, and I will see you all later. Peace.